Hello, I'm Jashykins, and welcome to the first review of a TV episode this year. And I'm going to be reviewing the American Horror Story Asylum episode, The Name Game. And I'm going to start off by saying there is a sequence in this episode that I just was like, and I enjoyed immensely, just because of the really what the fuck and out of placeness it was, and it was awesome. It was the name game sequence. In it, Jude, who has just been electrotherapied, comes out and doesn't really know jack shit anymore, and Lana comes out and is trying to be like, hey, hi, and then she notices like, wait, do you know your name? And Jude looks at the new jukebox and sees a song called The Name Game, and so suddenly it's a music number that goes on for like a minute or two where Jude sings The Name Game, and it is just awesome. The vocals are good. It's like, I was just watching the whole episode going, what's going to ruin this? Because something's going to have to go wrong. I mean, this is American Horror Story, so it goes through this nice, joyful name game number, and everyone's dancing around happily. Well, Lana and Kit are first like, what the hell is going on? Should we join in on this? Let's not bring her down. And it was a good sequence. And as I said, I enjoyed it. And at the end, you see that it's all in her head because Lana's still going, do you know your name? That was, I think it's like one of my favorite parts of an American Horror Story episode yet far, just because while it's like, what the fuck, it actually still has to do with the electrotherapy that Jude had. It showed, the euphoria that was mentioned, and it goes back to when Jude was a singer. This episode is also remarkable in that two of the main antagonists die in this episode. Possessed Sister Mary dies because, at the end of last episode where the father was crucified, you see that death comes to him saying you have to perform an exorcism on Mary Eunice so that, the devil will go away from Briarcliff. And he tries one time and does not succeed, and Mary has sex with him, the possessed Mary. And he's finally able to expel the demon from her, actually killing her, because Sister Mary suddenly snaps to it enough to say, hey, I don't want this, I can't hold it any longer, and it gives enough time for the father to push Mary over, and she dies. And it's shown that both her and the demon are going away because the angel of death is like, I'm taking both of you. Yeah. And let's see what else. There was, of course, the alien plotline, and Kit's love does end up having a baby, and previously the psychiatrist, who turned out to be in a previous episode to be Bloody Face, is using Kit's love and his newborn son as leverage to make Kit do what he wants. So they didn't really show much of it this episode, but of course they're probably going to bring that back next episode. Can't wait to see what happens there. And the Nazi doctor, actually, once he once Mary Eunice was discovered dead, he's like, I'm going to cremate. He has a little argument with the father, then the father allows Mary to be cremated as well as the Nazi doctor to do the cremating. And he actually cremates her as well as himself. And it's a little odd, and I think it has something to do with the Nazi doctor actually feeling remorseful, because as the episode progressed, he just seemed to be more and more regretful of what he had done to Sister Mary Eunice, what had happened to her. But I don't know if it was a full turnaround or whatever, but I still think that those feelings of remorse really helped him to do that act. And of course, it's really surprising. So as I said, 2 of the main antagonists died. And we still have like maybe 3 or 4 episodes to go in this season. How the hell are we going to do that? So yeah, that was the name game sequence. Jude, in her crazed out state, has the Mother Superior come to her, and Jude, in her now off-the-wall way of speaking, says that Lana is innocent, she's not crazy, she needs to be let out. And it's sort of nice that Jude has done this. It might have been the craziness she's gone through, or the fact that now she's getting an inside look of what she has been doing with people. And in this episode, she had people do 2 different things for her. At first, it was the father was coming to her to ask advice, and then Jude, at the end, asked for the Mother Superior to get Lana out. And personally, I really hope that Lana gets out alive. I've really been rooting for this character. Just wanted so much for her to get out, because she has been through a lot. But of course, this is American Horror Story, and of course, things usually don't turn out the way we want them to. I mean, at the end of season 1, the whole family was fucking dead. With the one baby being the ghost human baby, being with Jessica Lange, however you pronounce her name's character, at the end of season 1. So I'm not looking at a happy ending, but I hope Lana, most of all, Lana gets out. And of course, I think I have read theories on who Bloody-Faced Son really is, if he is Lana's child or if he's Kit's original son. So that would be very interesting to find out. I don't have an opinion on the matter. I don't know what's going to happen there. But awesome episode. American Horror Story Asylum episode, The Name Game. Great musical sequence. And I cannot wait to see how they continue this season, especially since the 2 main antagonists are gone. I don't know if the psychiatrist will really be enough to fill in the spaces of the 2, or if we might see another new character, which I really hope we don't, because we only have a short time left. And I have been Jashykins, owner at jashykins.blogspot.com. If you want to contact me for whatever reason, say, talk to me about American Horror Story, and if you're a fan or not, and if you liked the Name Game episode or not, you can contact me at facebook.com/jashykins fan page, or on my Twitter at jashykins if you're watching this on YouTube. subscribe, like. And if you're viewing this on my blog, thank you just for watching. You can comment down below. And I hope you're all having a very good New Year's. I'm very sorry about the lateness of this episode. Part of the reason was I was reading Divergent, Surgeon, and could not take my mind away from them. And plus, last night, which I was going to have the review out, I had a very horrible migraine. And I had to go to sleep. I'm sorry. But until next video, goodbye.